There are some places in this world where people disappear, not once, not by accident, repeatedly. Forest paths, mountain roads, empty stretches of land where someone can be there one moment and gone the next. One of those places became known as the Bennington Triangle in Vermont, USA, a region surrounded by woods, old trails, and stories no one could fully explain. At first, disappearances were treated as ordinary tragedies. A hiker lost in the forest, a traveler who never made it home. But then the pattern became impossible to ignore. People vanished in broad daylight, close to roads, near other people, sometimes only steps away from where they were last seen. Search teams would arrive quickly, dogs, volunteers, police, and yet nothing. No footprints leading away, no signs of struggle, no belongings, just empty space where a person had recently stood. One case involved a man walking slightly ahead of companions on a trail. He rounded a bend. They followed seconds later, but when they turned the same corner, he was gone. Not hiding, not injured, gone. The woods were searched immediately. His name was called for hours. Nothing answered back. Another case involved a young woman who left a path briefly and never returned. Witnesses said she was only out of sight for moments. Moments. That was all it took. Over time, locals began saying the area felt wrong. That sound behaved strangely there. That directions became confusing. That watches sometimes stopped or seemed behind. And then came the stories that frightened people most. The stories of those who came back. A few individuals who were reported missing in nearby regions later reappeared confused, unable to explain where they had been. Some believed only hours had passed, but far more time had gone by. Imagine that, walking somewhere, then returning to find days, weeks or more, already gone. Wow to you. It felt like nothing at all. Skeptics say memory loss, exposure, fear, or false reporting explain everything. And maybe some cases do. But here is what remains difficult to ignore. Why were so many disappearances concentrated in one region? Why did trained search teams repeatedly find nothing? And why did some people describe the same feeling? That the forest became too quiet just before something happened. Too quiet, as if the world itself had paused. Even today, hikers in remote places sometimes report losing time. A short walk that somehow lasted hours. A straight path that loops back to where it began. The sudden feeling that they are being watched by something they cannot see. And that is what creates goosebumps. Not monsters, not shadows, but the possibility that reality can slip for a moment. And when it does, people can fall through the gap. Because if someone disappears in front of witnesses with no trace, then what exactly are we standing on when we call something normal? And if time can be lost without permission, without warning, how would you know it hasn't already happened to you before? History is not old. History is living inside us. One day, one event, one lesson. Mr. Feedy,